Hey you guys, I'm back for a review today of yarns. I am going to be reviewing some self-striping yarns that are in high demand right now. It's very popular. Excuse me. The three brands I have today is Caron Cakes, Bernat Pop, and Premier Sweet Roll. The Caron Cakes, as seen here, as you can see, it comes in some delightful colors and nice color combinations. They can be purchased at Michael's. The Bernat Pop, also self-striping, very pretty color combinations, and self-striping, and can be purchased at Walmart. And I have the Premier Sweet Rolls, also very pretty color combinations, and these can be purchased at Joann's Fabrics. Now, I only made a project using the Caron Cakes and the Premier Sweet Roll. So those I can give a pretty thorough review. I'm only going to give you a courtesy like observation of what I can observe of the Bernat Pop. Hopefully I can find a pattern that I want to do with that one soon. As far as the stats on each one of these, excuse me while I look at my notes. The Bernat Pop is 100% acrylic. The skein comes at about 280 yards. It's between $4 and $5 at Walmart, almost $6. And it's medium weight. All of these are medium weight, size 4. The Caron Cakes, this is the only one that is kind of a blend. It is 80% acrylic, 20% wool, and it's regular price at Michael's. This is between, depending on if it's on sale or not. You know, you can catch these things about $5 sometimes. They can go up to like $7.99 or $8. You know, these come in 383 yards per skein, so really getting quite a deal more than the Bernat Pop. The Sweet Roll is, I think, the smallest. The Sweet Roll is 100% acrylic. It is a weight 4 and medium weight, and it has 245 yards. And these you can catch at Joann's for about $5.99 a pop. So really, you're getting a bargain with each one of these, but I think the better deal is probably going to be, let's see, the Bernat Pop at $177 per yard. The Caron Cake is about $208 per yard, and the Sweet Roll is about $244 per yard. There's another one called the Mandela. I haven't seen that one yet. I believe you can purchase that one at Walmart as well, but I haven't seen it yet. So if I come across it, or if you come across it, let me know how it is. Now, as far as feel of it, the Caron Cake I feel is very soft. It's very soft on the hands to handle and make your projects with. The Bernat Pop comes second to that. It feels very soft. I feel like doing a project with this won't kind of burn my fingers, but it's very soft. The Premier Sweet Roll, it is soft, but it's rough. It comes off that to wear something with it may be a little bit scratchy. You may have to wash it a couple of times to soften it up. But it's very pretty and still very soft. The Caron Cakes, that's what I find with a lot of Caron yarns, is it kind of breaks when you are doing a project. So you have to be careful with your hook. You know, you can't just mindlessly, you know, crochet. Sometimes you have to really kind of pay attention to make sure you're not splitting your yarns when you're using a Caron yarn, I find. And that's the cake is no exception to that. So you have to be mindful of when you're crocheting to make sure you're not splitting the yarn with your hook. The Premier is very smooth when you're crocheting. It doesn't split as much. It's pretty much, you know, the yarn is pretty much held together to where it's not splitting. I guess because it's not a blend, and it's pure acrylic, but it doesn't split. But even with Caron Simply Soft, it still splits too. So I don't think it has anything to do with the material. It may just be the way that they kind of manufacture it. The colors. Now, with the Caron Cakes, I find that sometimes you only get one repeat of the color, maybe 1.5 repeat of the color in one skein. With the sweet roll, you get 2 repeats of each color. So you get pretty much a full, a repeat of whenever you're doing a project. The Bernat Pop seems to follow the same scheme as the Caron cake, to where it's repeating, like you only see one strip of red, one strip of pink. It doesn't repeat that. So pretty much you're only getting one repeat, one full range of the color, and then maybe a half repeat with the gray. As far as what my preference is, I like all 3 of them. I just love the colors, the experience working with each one didn't have this, the pros and the cons kind of balance each other out. The cons weren't really cons, they were just little things to make each skein unique. But I wouldn't say any of the cons was a real con. It's just, you just have to be mindful of the breaks and the consistency of the colors. Some people say that the colors kind of don't blend together when they change up, but it's not like a full ombre effect with the colors. Sometimes it jumps from one to the other, like from this peach to a gray. I mean, you can't blend that, so it's just going to be quite, just a jump. I have a couple of projects that I did using these skeins. This one was using the sweet roll, and let me look at this. I think it's peaches and cream. Where is it? Yes, this is peaches and cream. And I made this little, it's a little circle vest. Please excuse my ends. I haven't wrapped up my ends on this one. Sorry for the production there. But as you can see, I almost used a whole sweet roll, and I pretty much got almost all the repeats, like pink, pink, cream, cream, orange, orange, and then it repeated. And you pretty much get the whole feel of the yarn. You get the whole scheme of the repeat. It's very pretty. These circle vests are available. This goes up to almost a 3T for a child. If you have one that wants this circle vest, I do have that available. I have another circle vest here. This is like from 12 months to 18 months. So if you have a child that wants this, let me know. It's available. This one I made with Caron cakes. This one, strawberry truffle. And as you can see, you only got the 1 repeat of the color. You got the beige, the cream, then the orange, and then it went into a beige again. I have like almost a whole half of the skein left of this one. So, even for this size, I was able to use a lot of yarn and still have plenty left over. I even made for this one a little matching bow to go with it. So if you're interested, please comment me or message me if you're interested in any of these circle vests. So that's my review for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, share, subscribe, and let me know if you like more videos like this. Smooches.